Hey everyone, happy January and welcome to our latest market update video where we explain what's happening throughout the greater DC metro real estate market, that's DC, Maryland, and Virginia, so that you can make informed real estate decisions. And we are in a very interesting market right now, so you're going to want to watch this. We're going to share some national and local data, and then I'll be back to put it all together.
Let's start with housing inventory, which is currently at record lows throughout the U.S. Here you can see the changes in inventory year over year, and almost every stat is in the double digits. Locally, it's no different. In this 10-year trend, you can see that we average around 7,500 single-family homes for sale at any given time throughout the entire DC metro area. But today, we're around 1,500, which is 80% lower than normal. Throughout the U.S., we see that we have about 2.1 months of inventory. For reference, we need 3 to 6 months for a stable market. Anything under 3 months is a seller's market, and over 6 months is a buyer's market. Locally, we're actually under 1 month of inventory, creating an exceptionally strong seller's market and making it extremely competitive if you're a buyer.
During December and January, the market usually cools off a little. However, buyer demand this year remains strong, as indicated by Michael Lane, who oversees Showing Time, which is the scheduling service that most MLSs use to coordinate our agent showings. So that strong demand and low supply has caused all of the prices to rise. Interestingly, the South region saw some of the greatest gains at an 18% increase year over year in 2021. We believe this is likely because housing is just generally more affordable down south, and people want to be outside in warmer weather due to the pandemic. Locally, though, prices have increased as well. The average sales price of a single-family home has gone from $580,000 in 2017 to $800,000 at the end of 2021. That's a 37% increase in 5 years. While the average prices have bounced off the highs from last summer, remember though, these are just averages. We haven't seen any prices for comparable homes decrease, so the average sales price decrease is likely due to a cooling off of the market and a decrease in max escalations in those competitive offers. So, if there's less homes for sale, you might be thinking that there are less homes selling. But this is a common mistake. 2021 actually hit a record of 80,000 homes sold, and that beats the previous record of 70,000 homes sold in 2020 by 10,000 homes.
Good math.
Prior to that, we had never been above 67,000 homes sold in a year. The reason that there are less homes for sale is because they sell so quickly. And when you take a look at this chart that shows the median days on market, it's been around 25 days for the past 10 years. But last year, it was just 9. The bottom line is that we need more new homes coming on the market to meet this demand. In 2021, we had 96,000 homes come on the market. The previous record was 90,000 in 2017. So that's still good, but it's still not enough to meet the appetite of the buyers in this current market.
So here's some great news. The average homeowner has gained $57,000 in equity in their home in 2021, equaling a total of $3.2 trillion increase in equity for all U.S. homeowners with mortgages. Now, U.S. households now have $36 trillion worth of owner-occupied real estate. And there's $11 trillion in mortgages, but $25 trillion in equity. And that's an average of $294,000 in equity per household in the U.S. And when the homeowners have the equity instead of the banks, that is a great thing for economic stability. And this is one of the reasons we love what we do. We can't predict if and when prices will go up and down, but we do know that if you buy a home and you live in it for long enough, you will pay it off. And it provides both a place for safety and security and a forced savings account, making memories and saving money. And that's our mission, to help people use real estate to achieve their long-term personal and financial goals. So what happens next? Some of that depends on the interest rates. Both the pandemic and the low interest rates have motivated people to move. The interest rates are still very low, but they are creeping up. In fact, Fannie and Freddie are putting in new fees from 1/4 to 3/4% for some loans in 2022. The projections are that interest rates will be around 3.7% by the end of the year. And even with those higher mortgage rates, the predictions are that demand will continue to be strong, but start leveling off with average prices increasing by about 5% in 2022. CoreLogic, one of the largest real estate research firms, believes that prices will reach a 16-year high in 2022. So, what does that mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer, it's going to be competitive out there. We are telling our buyers to stay in the market, but don't be foolish. The inventory is so low right now that in some areas you have to remove all contingencies and escalate to win offers. And we can help you evaluate if that is the right decision for you and how to best do that if it's necessary. If you're a seller, the market continues to be very favorable. If you are selling and moving away, it's a great market. If you're selling and moving into another home, you need to have a plan for that transition, and we can help you with that. It continues to be more competitive when moving out of the city than moving into it. So now is a great time for people who want to downsize out of their big house in the suburbs to move closer to the city. Assuming the pandemic ends, you could find that you had timed the market perfectly. Now, the best thing to do would be to set up a personal consultation with our team where we can assess your needs and create a strategy based on your goals for where you want to be, how long you want to be there, and what you want to spend. We'd like to finish with a big congratulations to our own Reagan Fox, who is now engaged.
Show it off.
We got lots of houses on the market, but Reagan is not. That's it this month. God bless you and your family. Stay warm, and we'll see you in February.